Okay, so I want to talk about something that all of you ask questions, you really do, about, and let's talk about treatments, right? Things you could get done at a med spa or at home that, in my opinion, are game changers for your face. I want to first tell you my philosophy around this. I am all for it, all, right? You do you. I do not have judgment around that. For me personally, I want to try everything I possibly can. The newest, the latest, greatest technology, that's what I do, so I can share it here with you. My main concern, the main thing it has to filter through is, for me, it always has to look natural. I just want to look like me. I don't want to adjust anything to a different shape or form. I just want to look like me. So what happens with your skin as you get older? You lose volume, right? So everything starts to, your face reduces. Like, your cheekbones aren't as high, your skin isn't as plump, everything sags down or goes forward. I mean, even this part in your eye sort of droops down, your lids droop down. So everything is falling because of loss of collagen and even bone density. And then also, the skin texture changes because of hormones or whatever. Your pores get a little bit larger because of that loss of collagen. The texture of the skin changes. So the fine lines, the wrinkles, all of this stuff, I try to stay on top of. So I do Botox a little bit. I always like movement. That's always my requirement. Another thing that people love filler. I don't mind filler at all, but I'm more interested in tightening and lifting, because think about it. When you are putting filler on a face that's already fallen, then it just looks off. Like the filler is not quite in the right place. And to me, that ages you. So I'm more interested in sort of taking care of my skin from a cellular level. Like, let's go underneath the skin into the muscle. Let's think about the collagen. Let's build all of that back up. And then you can look, and then you could tweak where you need, add a little bit here, do a little bit there. But for me, the tightening and the lifting is the most important. And also, I'm aware of the texture. Like, in order to keep the texture of your skin beautiful, you have to be on a consistent skincare routine. There's also treatments that you can do, like microdermabrasion. I have an at-home microneedler that I've used for years that keeps my skin looking the way it is. One of the things I do at home. There's so many things at a med spa. I work with Beverly Hills Rejuvenation Center, so I get to try everything. And I know the price is high for most, but they do have programs, they do have payment plans. I think that a little bit of maintenance once a year, treat yourself, take care of yourself, do your research. That's why I do this, so I could share with you, so you could help you figure out like what would be the perfect thing for you. But not only, there's so many things out there, and a lot of them take like 6 times to see the difference, or 4 times, or 3 treatments, or whatever. It becomes quite pricey. So my interest when I'm getting these treatments done is to really see what treatments are the game changers, like what really makes a difference, and what can you see results in one try. So that's my goal when I try everything, is always to get you that information, game-changing information that can really change your face, right? Youthful, more collagen, lifting. So always tune in when we're doing an Instagram live, because I really show the whole entire process while I'm there. You have to do your research, and you have to ask questions, and you have to be very detailed when it comes. Like when you're talking to your practitioner, just some things to tell you is, I always look for somebody that has an artistic eye, right? So they understand proportion, depth, like somebody who's into graphics or paint or art, like as a side thing. It's just questions that come up in conversation. And I notice that the people who have that artistic eye are so much better, light years above the rest when it comes to aesthetics. Something else, you have to be very specific about what you want, because natural for some does not mean natural for most. Like, I'll give you an example. So I like to really scare them so that they just do as little as possible, so that you can always go back for more. But but you have to start really really light with all of these things. So to close on our beauty aesthetic conversation, I just want to say that it's important to build a relationship with the practitioner that you're working with, and always ask them on your first consultation, what are their thoughts, and to sort of give you a 5-year plan. Tell them your goals and have them really plan it out for you. So you're not randomly going in to get this, get that, what is the end goal? What can I do to get me where I want to be, right? So again, like for myself, it's always tightening and lifting from the inside out. And then I address the exterior, whether it's texture, whether it's a little filler here, where it's a little, less movement here, whatever that is. But tightening and lifting is always my thing, but you have to really figure out what's your end goal and then back into it. So good luck. And if you have any questions, again, you guys, I wish I could go with each and every one of you to an appointment because I am so detailed and so specific. And honestly, it's hilarious because I do ask so many questions. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to say what you truly want and desire and what your expected outcome is. And also ask for any kind of payment program or payment plan that they may have to offer.